Hi everyone, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Vivek and I host this channel. I make various educational content videos on my channel. So recently I've been making various videos about VIT-AP University. As I'm a student of the first graduating batch from the same, and I'm a student from ECE department. So the next 2-3 videos on my channel will be related to ECE because I did not expect students to be coming from ECE department as well, joining that. But since there are a lot of students asking those queries, I'll be making some of the videos which will be helpful to those as well. So if this video is helping you, or if any video on my channel has helped you, just don't forget to subscribe, like and share it with your friends so that it will help my channel as well. So why delay, let's dive in right into the video and discuss about how I landed a core job and the placements at campus placements at VIT-AP University. What was the procedure, how it started, and what was the different steps which I had to face, and the processes that usually happen. So why delay, let's dive in right into the video. People miss out on the practicality, and many students ask me that can I land a 30 LPA job or can I land a 40 LPA job? Is it easy? So I usually reply them, yes, the company is waiting for you. There is a special seat for you and they will give you that job for sure. So that's a basic stupid question because they don't understand the market out there. They don't understand the companies coming to the placements. Very rarely, very minimum number of students. That too, it's very difficult for the core students to get placed in such high package jobs. They get high package jobs, basically around 20 LPA, the highest ones, and basically the near 30 LPA or very high extreme payment jobs or extreme salary jobs are mostly for CS related departments or CS related opportunities. So understand that fact before we talk about anything related to placements. Basically the higher companies or the MNCs usually come in the initial part of the placements as well, which is in the 3-2 semester or 3-1 ending. 3-2 is the correct time. They usually come that time, and the ARM or sometimes Qualcomm, NXP, these kind of companies come in. But what things you need to understand is that they usually have criteria and they usually have competition. So I'll explain what is this. Criteria is where some of the MNCs, not everything, but top MNCs like the Texas Instruments or AMD, I remember these two companies which have come to our placements. These two companies, they usually set the criteria of cutoff as high. So not everybody can apply. Only students who have secured about 85, 8.5 or 9 CGPA will be allowed. So this is the company criteria. I am explaining it in a tentative manner. So this is one thing, the CGPA criteria. Another criteria is also department. Not since you are a ECE student, not that you can apply to every ECE company, right? So basically what happens is that some companies ask for VLSI students, some companies ask for embedded students, some company ask for other specialization students. So specialization also matters. When company comes, it should be in the criteria of selection. Also, other thing is that students from every campus attend the campus placements as of now, right? Whatever is going to be in the future, that will be depending on the university's planning and everything. But whenever a company declares the mail or whatever reason, and we start applying, students from all the campuses apply to the same company. So what happens there? Competition increases, right? Basically, Vellore students or Chennai students, they're little faster, right? Probably I'm not degrading our other branch students, but those students are also there in the campus placements and we need to compete them, especially in such kind of MNCs. So competition is also going to be there, and you need to understand this before thinking about your dream 30 LPA job, right? So this is one thing, and this is how the initial MNCs come in. Later part, as campus placements continue, they come in the between as well, but top companies come in the first itself. They give you usually internship opportunities. Sometimes they convert you in the end of the 4th year, 4-2, etc. Sometimes they might not convert as well. In case of Intel, they have very good rapport with VIT University officials. So they usually take in high number of students, and surprisingly, a lot of students get converted as well. So it depends on the company's requirement. It depends on your performance. It depends on your managers, his perception on you, etc. So understand the various factors before landing a job, and this is how the procedure works in getting an MNC. As campus placements go on, you need to understand that there are very little core companies come in for campus placement. So if you are determined to get a core company, it is going to be very difficult. So generally what happens is that when companies come in, they usually come for specific job roles. For example, some come for embedded related roles, some come for VLSI related roles, or some come for even core related roles like antenna, those related fields, the antenna related designs, etc. What happens is that when these kind of companies come in, they come for specific job roles, and you need to focus on specific subjects as well. So it becomes very difficult to focus on all the subjects, because today VLSI company might be coming in, you are prepared with that, and tomorrow embedded systems company might be coming in, right? You need to revise those in the short period of time. So basically preparing all is little difficult. So if you are determined to land a core job, one, you need to have, or you need to pass the criteria whatever is required to get into those companies, and two, you need to understand the disparities whatever each company has. You need to understand how to prepare that. It depends completely on your strategy. I will explain you whatever I have done in my placements in the later part, but this is how the things work. Depending on company's requirements, things change, but every company expects you to have a basic knowledge in the primary or the basic subjects as well. So what happens, initially the basic subjects like fundamentals of electrical engineering or digital electronics or basic Verilog coding, the basic circuit designing, analog electronics, these are some of the basics, not in detail. Basic MOSFET construction, FinFET, or all those things. You need to understand these very well before going into any core placements. They might or they might not expect you in full detail about the specific job description, because the VLSI things you might not know, embedded things you might not know in detail, but these are strong and you need to maintain strong basics on that. So let's go on to see how I prepared for my placements and how things work. So as I have mentioned, top companies come in the first, and they come in the scattered manner in between in the 2 years as per their requirements. And also some other companies like not MNCs but medium scale companies or startups also come into the campus placements. And basically what happens is that they have you get good exposure at medium scale companies or startups. You get to learn more. Not that you don't learn more in MNCs, but since that for example you don't have a work which is separated to you as per your job description like in MNCs, but you need to do the work from start to end by yourself. There will be people to help you, but there are not specific roles for specific small tasks, right? Work does not get split. You will understand the complete cycle of whatever work you are doing. For example, in the IC design, I understand we are learning still, but I understand the complete cycle of initial to the end, because we work completely on our own, right? So this is how things work, and working in a small scale or a medium scale companies helps in this way. Not that you need to work in MNCs. They have very good salaries or very good culture, right? MNCs have a great culture, the work environment, the work professionalism, etc. But initially if you go directly into those companies, it might not be, or it might be little difficult. The work becomes monotonous and learning might become stagnant. So that is how I feel. And keeping this in point, I tried out with a startup, and I landed a job in Apex Semiconductors as a physical design engineer. I am a core engineer, but I landed a job in VLSI field. I am not VLSI specialized, so you can understand core students can also apply to other specializations as well. There are some companies which have restrictions, some which do not have restrictions. Also, one more important thing to note is that some companies expect only MTech students and not BTech students, and in those criteria as well, it might be difficult for you, because there is MTech, VIT, ECE as well, right? So they also apply, you cannot apply. So all companies come in for placements, and this is some of the difficulties or confusions which you might have in the placements. So let's go on to see how I prepared for my placements and basically how the process went on. Initially, I have revised whatever basic things are required. I was not very strong in the basics, so I had to go through the books, and every chapter of some of the top books, right, they will have summaries at the end of the chapter. So what you can do, you can revise, go through them, you can take the snapshots of those summaries, and you can revise those before the interviews. They don't require you to read the full book before interview, right? So you can do that, or you can write notes of whatever subjects are required for the interviews, so that you will just revise it fast before the interview. That is what I did. I attended a couple of companies, and that's what I did. Some other students, what they do, they go land a job at the software company and then come and prepare in a peaceful manner for ECE related jobs, because they already have a job, they already have a security, and now they try out for ECE. It's not that you need to follow the same, but this is how the things work. Some people do that, some people do this. Understand it and do it as per your requirement. So basically, as per I have mentioned, I prepared notes for these subjects, and before the interviews you can just revise them. So basically what happens is that before every company's interview, you need to know more about this company and you need to prepare, especially specifically related to that job role as well. So that I used to do before the company's interviews couple of days, but the base knowledge will be strong, and that I will be revising it always and always, so I'll be little strong enough before the interviews. That's what happened in my case. And for extra practice, because the MNCs, I was not able to solve them, to be frank, but MNCs have very hard entrance papers or the questions whatever they have. Now what you can do, you need to prepare or practice the field of whatever you're interested in and practice those on gate questions. This is going to be very important, because the difficulty whatever those companies project is equal to or more or less same as gate. So if you practice those, it will help you here as well. Sometimes there is more than gate as well, so you need to have very good knowledge in that. And somehow even if you crack the written exam, interview is going to be rampage, right? So you need to be strong in that, and however you have solved, you need to be clear in that. This is how things have worked out in my case. Preparing notes and being changing it or customizing it as per the companies is small changes which you can do. Apart from that, the base preparation should be the same. You need to understand what job role you are interested in. If you are interested in everything, you need to have good knowledge in everything. For that, you need to start your preparation in the start of 3-2 itself, because companies keep on coming until the end of 4th year as well. So this is how the placements for EC system work, and this is how I landed a job in my core placements as well. In this video, I have explained how process or the placement system work for core engineering, some of the facts at VIT-AP University, how placements work, and also how I landed a job. I also shared small of my preparation strategies. If you need any detailed videos or any detailed videos on specific topics I mentioned in this video, you can just comment it. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you can also DM me on my Instagram if you need any further queries or any further information regarding anything. Thank you so much for staying out so long. This is Vivek signing off. Stay safe, stay informative. Bye bye.